Welcome back to Oulton Park after Bennett's BSB race 2 and back on the podium for Raceways Yamaha. It's Bradley Ray. Brad, another great start from you. You led. Did you know it was Leon behind you? And talk us through that last lap because Glenn obviously closed the cup and there was a lot of pressure throughout that shorter race today.
Yeah, I did. On my board, I saw Leon behind, and to be fair to him, the pace was super hot. I've done low 33s for a few laps, and the board kept coming down. I thought, you know what, this is going to be a difficult race. But yeah, Leon passed me. I just tried to settle in then, and going into the last lap, the last few laps were difficult on the rear for me. Lost a lot of rear contact on entry. And yeah, Leon had a moment at one of the corners. I think Glenn closed a bit, and then I had a big moment into Druids on the last lap, and then lost all drive on exit. But overall, happy. Positive race. A few things to work on for later. I think we need to improve something small in the rear of the bike to compensate maybe for the temperature. But overall, pretty happy to be up the front and to be that close to the win again.
Congratulations, Brad.
Thank you.
And taking second place for Hager PBM Ducati, it's Glenn Owen. Glenn, another tough race for you. You made quite hard work at the start of the race and it was a big gap to close. Was there a time where you felt a little bit under pressure and made mistakes because of it? Or did you just have to try and focus and know that the laps would click down a lot quicker than they did obviously in the longer race?
I thought I may as well be 14th on the grid again. Decent start. Thought I went into turn one, okay. There wasn't an opportunity for me to do Storm, but perhaps that left the door open for Leon and he went through. Immediately I had a really uncharacteristic wheelie as we exited one. I thought rear brake, maybe not working. Came out of the first chicane on lap one, also out of Cascades, and I had no rear brake. So that made things difficult, but it's also not an excuse because for sure you could see the rhythm at the end. We were arriving fast. It took a little bit of laps to adapt. I've done the same move on Storm that Leon done, but I ran a tiny bit deep and we were like touching paint going through the deer leap, and Kyle actually got by me as well. So yeah, I went down to fifth and them guys were gone. They were setting 32 whatever, while I was I'll not use the word stuck because Kyle's our champion, but I was losing a good chunk of time. When we got through, I just tried and tried. The bike felt really good in areas. Just chatting with Leon, I think we're all struggling a little bit in engine braking in one area and somewhere else. For me, the first chicane where I was so strong yesterday, I couldn't turn right. I was losing the front a lot and picking it up with the throttle. So we need to work on that. We did change rear spring for this race and there is benefits of that, but I think some weight distribution to the back of the bike has changed and we got punished. That being said, I said yesterday felt like a win, and today kind of does to catch the guys and to nick something going into the last corner was like a bonus. But Leon thoroughly deserved his victory. I think he said it's been 7 or 8 years, whatever it is, and I love racing with him. I love his family. I think they're very like our family. We just think motorbikes and good character and good racing mindset, and I like racing with people like that. But I prefer beating them, and we will try again in race 3.
Thank you, Glenn. And back on the top step of the podium in Bennett's BSB for the first time since 2018, it's Leon Haslam for Motorpedo Ducati Racing. Leon, you came so close here at Oulton Park last year, to be fair, but how does it feel to be back on the top step? And especially after making the move from manufacturers over the winter, you showed your pace in pre-season testing. Testing's one thing, racing's another. Talk us through the emotions and how you felt in that race too, because Brad was very strong as well.
Yeah, obviously Brad's been super quick all weekend and, not only got the fastest lap, but that's the fastest lap I've ever done around here. So to do that in a race, to track Brad down and pass him, it's, we had some good years over the last couple of years, but we really struggled to battle, we struggled to pass, and, we're actually finding it so much easier to do. And, big thanks to obviously Wilf, Motorpedo. He's put a fantastic bike together. I still feel we're learning a lot every time we go out, but to get a third and a win straight out the blocks, I'm, over the moon.
And looking ahead to the race later, Glenn was saying that you'd had a bit of a chat on the walk over here about where you can improve for the next race. A bit cooler today. How much has that played a part in it too?
Yeah, obviously going so hard early doors, definitely wore the tyre a little bit faster. Where yesterday my fastest laps of the race was the last 3 laps. So, yeah, it is a little bit of management to do, but at the same time, we can't let Brad get away like he did yesterday. So, yeah, I think if we can get the start, which I got a lot better start today, and then we know we can do the pace, but it's a matter of doing 18 laps like it.
Congratulations, Leon.
Thank you.